welcome. During this campaign week, we have seen your candidates TikToking, meme making, and even treating us to a cringy little music video. The candidates have done some amazing work this week and campaigned really hard, but tonight is the night that you will find out who will be your 2022 till 2023 executive officers. Yes, tonight is the night here at Loughborough Students' Union. I'm your host, Ellie May, and with all the votes counted, we will have the results coming up in about 15 minutes. But before that, here's a quick video reminding you of who your candidates are this year.
Hi guys, I'm Sam Branny, I'm running for President.
My name's Harry, I'm going for the role of President.
Hi, I'm Danny and I'm running to be your first Democracy and Communities Executive Officer, and I'm running to put the students back in power.
Hi, my name's Anushka Johnson and I'm running to be your next Welfare and Diversity Executive Officer.
My name is Valen Rollato and I'm running as the next Welfare and Diversity Executive Officer.
So my name is Alice and I am going for Academic Experience Executive Officer.
I'm Adam Heseltine and I'm running for Academic Experience Exec.
My name's Sam Woodland and I'm running for Sport.io.
Hi, my name is Ben Clubb, I'm going for Sport Executive Officer and I want to bring sport back to the students.
And the reason I'm running for President is because I want to make sure that you have an even better time than me.
Because I have the sufficient experience, toolkit and mindset to take welfare and diversity to the next level.
Because I feel I've got a nice amount of experience across different sport areas. My current role as a club chair, but also from my placement at Nike and also international experience working in New Zealand.
Because I'm passionate about inclusivity and diversity, I am part of a minority myself, and so I understand why this is very important, especially in a setting as university.
So I'm very passionate about the Students' Union and I think there's so much we can do and improve.
I truly believe that education is the most important part at this university and I really want to represent it.
So I had a great time as President in my final year and I'm going to continue that work, working all the presidents next year and supporting them in their roles as well as the course reps.
The best thing about me is just how excitable I am about everything.
In my work ethic, I really consider myself a nice hard worker and making sure that I'm bringing in people around me to support me in that process.
It's probably my Guitar Hero skills. I was second in the world for a week, like a couple of years ago. I've gotten worse now, but I'm still top tier.
The best thing about me is probably my smile.
Mature students, I'm quite old in comparison to most students.
One thing you might not know about me is I'm the first person in my family to not go to Cambridge.
One thing that you probably don't know about me is that I can juggle. I juggle pretty well. I started when I was 13 and it was fine. Like, it was kind of funny, so I just kept going on.
Yeah, I get called like Uncle Harold and things like that by some of my friends. Bit random, but yeah, it is what it is.
The most embarrassing thing I've ever done is down a pint through a shoe in front of about 200 people.
I was trying to unlock my flat door after coming back from a lecture and realised it was the wrong flat when not my flatmate came to the door and I realised I got out of the lift on the wrong floor.
One of the most embarrassing things I've ever done is stacking it outside Papa Size without even tripping over anything because I was that drunk. I ended up injuring my knee and not being able to go to training the next day.
If I could live in someone's shoes for a day, it'd be, I don't know why this popped to my head, but Johnny Depp popped to my head straight away.
I'd just love to know what's going on in Kanye West's head. I've been following, like, I've got his post notifications turned on and everything. Right now, can I say Kanye West?
If I could be one person, it would be VC Bob, because I would love to be really rich and have everyone like me.
I'm not going to say Boris Johnson, absolutely not, but I'd love to live in his hair for a day.
I'd love to live in the shoes of Beyonce, because wouldn't that just be amazing?
Okay, so the one person that I would like to be for a day is definitely Lily James. She's so cute, like, I just love her so much.
My one toxic trait, God, how much time do we have?
My toxic trait is either the amount of money I spend on shoes or the amount of times I will bring it up in conversation.
When I'm eating my dinner, I watch Cheer unironically.
What is that?
It's a cheerleading documentary. I probably come up as a weird masculine hockey player sometimes, then I go home and watch Cheer, which is terrible.
One that stands out, I'm quite stubborn. Maybe that's a good thing, but I'm quite stubborn and I like to put my foot down.
My one toxic trait is thinking that I dance is my only personality trait. Yeah, I think I tell everyone. Dance is clearly my only personality trait. This has to be my party trick, yeah.
So the colour that represents me, I would probably say, is pink because it's loud, it's bubbly, and it's always visible, and that's I'd like to see myself as always being visible.
It's green because green is the color of hope, and I think hope is one of the most important things in my life.
The colour that would represent me most is I'm going to have to go with my campaign colour, which is green, because I think it probably represents health, hope and happiness, which I really hope that I represent.
I am now joined by your current Vice President, Charlotte Stahl. Lovely to see you again.
You too, Ellie.
How are you feeling about tonight? Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm really excited. I'm really keen to see how all the candidates' hard work has paid off throughout this week.
I bet you're very glad to be reading the results instead of receiving the results.
Yeah, for sure. There's nothing more nerve-wracking than finding out your fate, but I know they're all going to do such a good job.
How do you feel that the candidates' fate's kind of in your hands?
Well, I'd say it's in their hands. They've done the work. It's up to them at this point.
So how do you think campaign week went as a whole?
I think it was really good. It's really great to be back in-person campaigning. I think everyone appreciated it. I think they were all happy there was only one night out, though.
Were there any campaign strategies that really stood out to you throughout the week? I know there's a lot of TikToks going on.
Yeah, I was going to say TikTok. I think it's been great to see more use of online sort of resources this year, taking from what sort of we learned last year and bringing it back this year, and just talking to people, really.
Now, obviously, Soapbox happened on Sunday, which is arguably, I don't know, I've never been in this situation, but obviously, arguably the scariest part of campaigning. How do you think the candidates did during that? And is there anyone that particularly stood out to you, or any points they made that stood out?
I think they all smashed it, to be honest. There was no sort of trip-ups or disasters. I think everyone did a really, really good job. They were all prepared, all knew what they were saying. Yeah, I was really proud of all of them.
Oh, well, amazing. And was there any points that really impressed you in their manifestos?
I mean, I'm impartial, so I can't say.
I thought I'd try my luck. Amazing. Well, thank you very much for joining me again, Charlotte. It's been lovely to see you. And I will definitely see you a little bit later on.
Yes, definitely.
I will let you get on because I know that you are announcing the results.
Yes, thank you.
As I'm sure there are a lot of people that want to talk to you. Now, for those of you that missed the Soapbox on Sunday, we have a short highlights reel just showing you what happened and what we got up to.
Hi everyone, I'm Ben Clubb. I'm running for Sport Executive Officer.
Hi everyone, my name's Sam Woodland and I'm running to be your next Sport EO.
Coverage of certain clubs' cultures here in Loughborough, especially initiations and welcome socials. How will you both target this possible problem and help solve what always has the possibility of arising as a problem here in Loughborough?
To implement this, I would increase committee training and give them ideas of what they can do and make sure that they're held in safe environments.
I think the first place this starts is with committee training, and particularly it's not just the responsibility of the social sec, it's the responsibility of the whole club committee and actually probably the whole club to make sure that new members joining have a really, really safe experience.
How do you see student opportunities develop in parasport?
Assisting people to understand what is available.
And I think in this sort of space, it's really giving those guys the empowerment to take it on because they've got the specialist knowledge.
Hi, I'm Adam Heseltine. I'm a final year product design student and president of the Loughborough Design School, and I'm running for Academic Exec.
Hi everyone, my name is Alice and I am running to be your Academic Experience Executive Officer.
So how would you add value to this project?
Well, it's making sure that all the course reps and all the presidents are aware of the fact that we're struggling in terms of feedback.
I also want to increase representation for postgraduates as well because I think that they are really underrepresented. Postgraduates and doctoral researchers across both campuses. I want to basically increase the representation.
I'm afraid I have to strongly disagree. A lot of the students are typically now split on whether they prefer in-person or online, so the newest students who've gone through COVID in their A-levels prefer being online.
Hello, my name is Valen Orlato and I'm running as the next Welfare and Diversity Executive Officer.
And I hope that the next 30 minutes or so prove to you why I should be your next Welfare and Diversity Executive.
What one issue do you both believe the university can improve on when it comes to the treatment of students?
An issue that I think is currently happening at the moment is trust. I personally feel that many students don't trust LSU so much.
Anushka, can you give me an example of a student opportunity you want to develop?
We see within RAG and Action and Enterprise in terms of having a welfare and diversity showcase.
And Valen, on your manifesto, you state that you want to bring back COGS. Whilst this idea has already been adopted, do you have an alternative idea to help bring back more cultural and diverse events into the LSU?
So the fact that COGS is coming back, I think is a wonderful opportunity. It's also a wonderful opportunity to understand what the LSU has done wrong in the past.
Hi, I'm Danny and I'm running to be your LSU's first Democracy and Communities Executive Officer.
So in your manifesto, you heavily mention a need to overhaul democracy at LSU. What does this look like to you?
The students really are losing interest in the democracy at Loughborough. And it's not just the exec elections. Through halls, every type of election that LSU hosts has had a massive decline.
So how would you encourage candidates to stand for positions then?
As part of my manifesto, I would propose last year, LSU Media made kind of a short snippet clip of everyone and their short manifesto points. I would propose that video be made every year.
Hi guys, I'm Sam. I'm running to be your next new union president.
Hi, my name's Harry and I'm running to be your next Loughborough Students' Union President. We are such a unique union and university. Nowhere in the country is the same as how we run, and we need to make sure we're championing all of those sections. We're championing media, we're championing halls, we're championing departments. All of these are often forgotten about and sometimes pushed aside.
In your manifesto, you mention introducing weekly polls on social media, which may help you to gauge student opinion, but it does not solve the key issue in terms of increasing transparency.
Yeah.
How do you aim to increase transparency and through what communication methods?
Yeah, okay, so obviously we can't have all of the meetings behind the scenes being live streamed or anything so that everyone can keep up to date with everything that we're saying. But I think it's important that the sort of main ideas, I know there's the minutes that I think are published, but no one looks at them.
You make creating a student-led tenants association one of your main priorities. How do you plan to do this?
Where the union kind of lacks that representation tends to be in town, and that's evident from everyone's point of view, especially if you live in town. That's clear.
It was a really, really strong performance across the board at Soapbox this weekend, and I'm now joined by Alex Marlowe, my favourite co-presenter. Sorry, Danny. And our current Welfare and Diversity Officer. How do you think our candidates did, Alex?
I think all the candidates have done amazingly this year. I'm a bit of an old school traditionalist. I love the in-person campaigns, and to see Poster Dash, to see everyone's faces around campus, to see the TikToks, the music videos. I'm partial to a music video. I've just been so excited, and all of them have done fantastic this year.
You've obviously done it twice before?
Yeah, that's
Soapbox
right, yeah.
twice? Wow, that's brave.
Well, I've survived.
And I bet you're very glad you're not doing it for a third time.
Yes.
But is there anyone that really stood out to you?
Oh, well, I think remaining impartial, of course. I think all the candidates did a very good job of being present in the moment, because it's very easy to get in your head during the soapbox and think, what is the right thing to say? What should be the things that I should be saying? But the trick is to just remain present, to answer the questions as well as you can. And if you've done that, then you've done the soapbox as well as you possibly can.
And were there any points that you were like, oh yeah, I like that, I wish I'd have thought of that first?
Well, this is the benefit. Everybody has things that I haven't thought of. I've got my limitations, and these candidates this year have so much fresh thought and energy coming into the roles. I particularly like the overarching themes of giving students back the power. I think that's a fantastic theme running in this election, and so I commend the candidates who've done that this year.
Well, thank you very much for joining me again, Alex.
Thanks,
I'm sure you're fed up of me by now. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Hardly.
So now I'm just going to go through the order of tonight. So the order of tonight's results reveal goes as follows. So we're going to begin with Sportio, Academic Experience-EO, Welfare and Diversity-EO, Democracy and Community-EO, and finally President. Now, before we get to that, quiet down everyone, before we get to that, the votes are in, but if you're unsure about where your vote goes or how the voting system works, here is a quick video explaining what happens with your votes.
So, what is STV? STV stands for Single Transferable Vote and is the voting system that the exec elections will be working under. Normally in elections you'd vote under a first-past-the-post system for an individual candidate by putting an X by their name. The exec election works on the STV system, so when you log into lsu.co.uk/exec elections, you will be presented with a list of candidates running for each role. You can rank as many or as few candidates as you wish. Under the first-past-the-post system, the candidate with the most votes wins, even if all the other candidates' votes combined are more than 50%. However, under STV, it all starts with a quota. The quota is 50% of the total votes cast plus 1. If no candidate reaches the quota in the first round, then the least popular candidate is eliminated, and their votes are redistributed based on their voters' second choices. This process will continue until the candidate reaches the quota and is elected. Although remember, RON, which stands for Reopen the Nominations, is also an option. Be sure to follow LSU Media on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram for all our exec elections coverage.
Well, it's now time to find out who will be your 2022 to 2023 executive officers. I'm so glad you all cheered then, because I put in my script everyone cheers and it would have been really awkward if you didn't. Good luck to all our candidates. Remember to be proud of yourselves, whatever the outcome. Passing on to your Vice President, Charlotte Stahl, to reveal the first set of results, which is Sport EO.
Good evening, everyone. At last, it is the moment you have all been waiting for. The big finale to an amazing week of campaigning. My name is Charlotte Stahl, and I have been your Vice President this year at LSU. This year has been an interesting one, full of ups and downs. As I have come to discover, you never know what is just around the corner at LSU. As much as this is a challenge to us as a team, it is also what we thrive on, problem solving and the improving student experience for the better. Sorry. Organising elections is a daunting task, especially when faced with the year post-COVID, where a lot of students don't even know what exec elections are. Luckily, I've had the fabulous Sue Lucas, elections extraordinaire, to guide my every step of the way, as well as elections committee, LSU media, marketing, the exec team, and section chairs, venue, and all the staff at LSU who have made this all possible. Obviously, elections at LSU need the key components: candidate reveals, soapbox, and results night, and all the bits in between. We have taken some online elements that worked well last year and brought back some of the in-person campaigning too, ensuring our candidates could actually get out and talk to the students. And although FND last week was the only night out the candidates could campaign at, I think this was a great relief to everyone involved. Having only 5 roles up for grabs has also provided some unique challenges. With only 9 candidates, it has been difficult to spread the word as far and wide as in previous years. However, they have done an admirable job. This year, we received a total of 3,207 voters, with 13,415 individual votes being cast, which is a great achievement in a year post-COVID. All in all, the candidates have done an absolutely amazing job. I think I speak for all of the exec when saying that elections is possibly one of the most exhausting time periods they have ever experienced. And although we've shortened it this year and have tried our best to take some of the stress from the candidates, I think they will all agree it's still a very intense and exhausting experience. So you all deserve a massive congratulations for making it through and doing it in such a stunning fashion. I am so proud of all the hard work you have put in, from lecture shout-outs, dining hall visits, soapbox, countless TikToks and posts, putting up posters and banners just for the win to sabotage them, music videos and budgeting. You should all be exceptionally proud of yourselves and your campaign teams. Even if the result tonight isn't what you wanted or what you expected, please remember everything you've learned in the past couple of weeks and for what a valuable experience this has been. It isn't easy to put yourself forward for something like this, so the fact you're even here is something to commend. I think that might be enough rambling from me for now. So moving on to results. I will read them out in this order: Sport EO, Academic Experience EO, Welfare and Diversity EO, Democracy and Communities EO, and last but not least, President. Candidates, if you could please come and stand on stage when I call out your position, so if you come around this way, and then exit the stage this direction for a post-results interview with LSU Media or back to your seats. Good luck, everyone. So on to the first results. Sport Executive Officer. Please welcome your candidates, Ben Clubb, Sam Woodland, and Ron. So, Total valid votes cast were 2,717. The quota required was 1,358. In the first round, Ron received 147 votes. Ben, you received 1,322 votes. Sam, you received 1,248 votes. No one reached the quota and Ron was eliminated. In the second round, the quota required was 1,325. Ben, you received 1,356. Sam, you received 1,294. Ben, in the second round, you exceeded the quota and are duly elected as LSU's Sport Executive Officer.
A huge well done. You must feel so proud right now.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't really expecting that, but thank you everyone that voted and everyone that voted for Sam as well, because I mean, he just had such a brilliant campaign, such a great soapbox debate. It was just great fun all overall.
I can't believe how close that was. You
It
can
was
breathe
really
now though,
close,
yeah? How are you going to celebrate tonight?
Well, I have to confess, I'm off to Snowball in about 10 minutes.
No way, you've got a snowball. Well, you're dressed for the occasion, so that works quite well.
I'm changing into a tuxedo as well.
Oh,
But
wow.
yeah, so
Just
off to
to put that
Snowball
out
soon. But sorry about that. Sorry, Char.
Is there anyone that you want to thank?
Yeah, I mean, my whole campaign team's just been brilliant, really helping me with everything, and particularly Sam Carson. He's helped me through the highs and the lows. He's just been a big rock to be there for me. So special thanks to Sam.
And what's been your favourite part about this week? Apart from winning, obviously.
It was probably Soapbox. I really enjoyed it.
Really?
It was
controversial.
I mean, I hated it, but I loved it at the same time. It was a lot of pressure, and I just really enjoyed just debating, really.
Well done again. You've done amazing, both of you. Well done to both of you. And I'm excited to see what you're going to get up to next year.
Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you.
So next up, we've got Academic Experience Executive Officer. Please welcome your candidates, Adam Heseltine and Alice Robinson. So, total valid votes cast were 2,662. The quota required was 1,331. In the first round, Ron received 103 votes. Adam, you received 651 votes. Alice, you received 1,908 votes. Alice, in the first round, you exceeded the quota and are duly elected as LSU's Academic Experience.
Sorry.
Are you okay?
I'm all good. I'm fine. Thank you.
It's okay. Hold those tears. Just I need you for like 30 seconds. A huge well done.
Thank you so much.
I mean, I'd say you feel like you could breathe now, but it doesn't look like you're doing that very well at the moment.
No, I'm all good. I promise.
These are better tears now.
Yeah, honestly, I'm crying for good now.
So, how are you feeling? Proud?
Honestly, I can't believe it. Like it has been the most incredible week, and I've spent it with the most incredible people, and I've loved talking to students, and it has been absolutely amazing. I'm so excited to carry it on in the role.
Is there anyone that you want to thank after this week?
I want to thank my mum and my dad. I know that they're watching.
love you so much. My proposer and seconder, they have been absolutely amazing. And my campaign team as well. And all the candidates that I've run with as well, they have been absolutely amazing. So I just want to thank everyone so much. I'm so happy.
And what's been your favourite part about campaigning this week?
I don't think there's been a moment that I haven't liked. I loved Post the Dash. It was like the adrenaline was kicking. F&D was great because I spoke to so many people, and then just speaking to students and lecture shout-outs has been the most amazing thing, because obviously academic experience, I want to be in them lectures, I want to be talking to students, so that was the best thing. So yeah, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
I want to give you a big hug.
Thank you.
Well done again. You can hear the applause. You can hear the applause.
Thank you.
Well done to both of you. You must be very proud.
Thank you.
Have an amazing night.
Thank you so much.
So, on to the next one. Welfare and Diversity Executive Officer. Please welcome your candidates, Anushka Johnson and Valen Lalato. So, total valid votes cast were 2,670. The quota required was 1,335. In the first round, Ron received 109 votes. Anushka, you received 1,833 votes. Valen, you received 728 votes. Anushka, in the first round you exceeded the quota and are duly elected as LSU's Welfare and Diversity.
A huge well done.
Thank you so much.
You must be feeling so proud right now.
I'm trying to stop myself from crying.
I didn't want to drag you on for an interview. Is there anyone that you want to thank?
Oh, absolutely. I just want to say thank you so much to my amazing campaign team who are over there. Thank you so much. You've honestly been my rocks. I could not have done this without you. I also want to say thank you to all of my friends and anyone who has voted for me and believed in me. I appreciate it so much, and I also say, I know my family are watching. I love you so much. Yeah, thank you so much.
And more importantly, how are you celebrating tonight?
Oh, if I don't get kicked out of the union tonight, I've not done it right.
I know Dan Gallagher's in here somewhere. Well done again. Well done to both of you. You both did an amazing job.
Yeah.
I really look forward to seeing what you're going to do next year.
Thank you so much. Next up, Democracy and Communities Executive Officer. Please welcome your candidate, Danny Smith and Ron. Total valid votes cast were 2,608. The quota required was 1,331. In the first round, Ron received 337 votes. Danny, you received 2,271 votes. Danny, in the first round, you exceeded the quota and are duly re-elected as LSU's Democracy and Communities Executive Officer.
Massive well done to you.
Thank you.
How are you? Are you feeling okay?
I'm a little bit in shock, but
I don't know what to say.
That's a first. Is there anyone that you want to thank?
I'd like to thank my campaign team, my mum, and everyone who's voted for me and supported me this week.
What has been your favourite part about this week? Because you look like you've enjoyed every second of it.
That's the thing, I honestly couldn't pick a favourite part. I've loved every second of this week. Getting out and speaking to students is what I love to do, and I can't wait to do it more as your Democracy Community CEO.
There'll be a lot of people lucky that you're still in Loughborough next year. How are you celebrating tonight? Big question.
Procrastinating my dissertation more.
Nice.
And getting absolutely hammered.
Good, I'm glad you didn't swear there. Where's your mum?
She's over there somewhere.
But she looks very proud, and everyone is very proud of you, especially running on your own. It's not easy. It's actually harder.
Thank you.
Well, enjoy the rest of your night. We're all so proud of you.
Thank you, Ellie.
So, last but not least, your presidential candidates, Sam Branney and Harry Hughes. Total valid votes cast were 2,758. The quota required was 1,379. In the first round, Ron received 198 votes. Sam, you received 1,085 votes. Harry, you received 1,475 votes. Harry, in the first round, you received the quota and are duly elected as LSU's president.
Wow. How does that feel? You're going to be the next president of Loughborough Student Union.
I don't have words.
Again, first.
Yeah, I'm just over the moon. I can't even get words out at the moment.
Oh my gosh, I can't even begin to imagine how you must be feeling right now.
I was shaking the whole time that all of the candidates were going through. I was shaking, but now
It must be stressful going last, actually, watching everyone else go first.
It's almost like you're in tears, but I did it.
You did it, and you should both be very, very proud of yourselves. How are you celebrating tonight? Big question.
I'm going to get very drunk at Hey You.
Nice.
I think we all are. I think all of my campaign team are going to join us. We're all going to get very drunk.
And talking about your campaign team, is there anyone that you want to thank tonight?
I can't even begin to list the amount of people I want to thank. Honestly, my whole campaign team has been amazing. All the other candidates have been amazing. It's just flawless. Everyone was great, and the support was just brilliant.
Are you going to be wearing like a little sash out that says like next president?
No, I won't go that far.
Well, absolutely well done.
Thank you.
You have done amazingly.
Thank you so much.
And be very proud of yourself.
Thank you. I am.
Well done, Harry.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Someone added the thing.
There you have it. The results have been revealed, what we've all been waiting for this week. So your new sports EO, we're going to talk through the winners, and your new sports EO is Ben Clubb. And your new academic experience officer EO is Alice Robinson. And your new welfare and diversity EO is Anusha big one. Your new president of Loughborough Students' Union, Harry Hughes. And I'm now passing back to Charlotte Style.
So just a last little bit from me. Thank you all for all your votes. We wouldn't be who we are without all your support. And a big congratulations to all of our candidates and their teams for running our campaigns over the past week. So without further ado, let me introduce your executive team for 2022 to 2023. If you want to come up on stage.
Joined by Charlotte Style, our current Vice President. You're not done just yet. I don't know how you did that, Char. My heart was beating just stood here. How was that?
Yeah, I mean, it was probably a lot more stressful for the candidates than me, and I managed not to mess up too many of the numbers, or none of the numbers. I messed up none of the numbers.
You didn't mess up any of the numbers?
I didn't. But yeah, yeah.
So now the new exec's been elected. What are your thoughts? Happy?
Yeah, I would have been happy with whoever made it. Everyone would have been amazing. Everyone who got it has done an amazing job. And I think all the candidates should be exceptionally proud of themselves.
And as Vice President, what advice would you give all the candidates, not just Danny?
Keep your head up, keep resilient. It's a hard job, but it's worth it in the end.
And is there anything exciting in the pipework you're allowed to tell us or not?
Got some bits and bobs. I'm focusing on the Hall Committee awards at the moment after this. But yeah, that's it from me.
Amazing. Okay, well, I'm off on the search for Rachel Caverhill. I think I can see her over there in the blue dress. So we're going to go for a walk. I mean, Shreyas, I don't know, I'm wearing big heels.
Thanks, Ellie.
Can I steal this? Okay, we're going over here. Well, I don't want to walk through the sea of winning candidates. So we're going to walk over here to Rachel. Oh, she's running away from me. Rachel, no. No. Rachel. Rachel, I need you.
Yeah, but we're just trying to sort something out.
Can we...
Rachel is unavailable. Alex.
Up?
You are up now, Alex.
Okay.
Welcome back to the show.
What do we do?
So, how do you feel? It's a new welfare and diversity officer. You're not allowed it anymore.
Oh gosh, I know who it is. I just want to say congratulations to both of the candidates, but congratulations to Anushka. I know she's going to do a fantastic job. I meant what I said up there, though. The handover starts tomorrow, so I hope she's ready.
Is that real? The handover's tomorrow?
No.
I'm so gullible.
No,
They get that handover in...
Well, the handover officially begins come July time, but I would particularly love to start working with the Welfare Diversity EO-elect as soon as they are ready, because it's a tough job, and I want to make sure that Anushka feels absolutely confident that she can walk in day one, because I had no bloody clue what I was doing, so that she can walk in day one, be absolutely confident about what she's doing, because I think she's going to smash this year. I really do.
Now, is there anything exciting in the pipeworks that you're allowed to tell us, or not really?
About what? What are you
confidential?
asking for? Well, I think we still got 5 months left of this team. which is still a significant amount of time. That's nearly 6 months, it's nearly half our entire term. So while there has been a new team elected, which they should absolutely be celebrating for, we've still got a bit of time to do the last things that we would like to do and do them well. You know, it's the team who maybe haven't been here the past year, maybe like some oldies have, are now experienced. They know exactly what they're doing. So we've got 5 crucial months to get all our ducks in the row so that the next team can come in and smash their year.
So you've been with us now for 2 years and you've done an absolutely amazing job. I know there is going to be so many people that are going to miss you. What are your plans? Where are you going? Who's getting Alex Marlowe?
I wish I could say I'm going to live on an island like Barbados and just enjoy the rest of my life, but that's not true. We'll see what the future holds. I can absolutely say my degree was in drama, but this role has shaped 100% what I want to do next. I hope the new elect understand this, that this role gives you so much. I know what I'm doing now thanks to this role, not because of anything else. It's because of this role, what the Students' Union has given me, and hopefully what I've given it.
You have given everyone so much and you're going to be missed so much by everyone. I'm going to miss presenting with you.
Oh, Ellie, bring me back. Bring me back.
I might have to just bring you back for Soapbox next year. Actually, I might not be here next year.
Oh gosh, don't let the existential crisis hit in just yet, Ellie. No, I think it is so time for me particularly to be moved out of the way for some new fresh air to come in. So I'm really excited about what Anusha's going to do for this next year. It's so exciting.
Well, thank you so much for joining me.
Ellie.
You're always a pleasure
Thank
to
you.
have.
Thanks very much.
And now we're going to talk to Freya Mason, the current president of Loughborough Students' Union.
Hello.
Hello, you look lovely.
Thank you, so do you.
Thank you. How did you find tonight? There's a new president.
I know, it feels quite strange. Obviously, we still have like 4 or 5 months left. So we're like, oh, yeah, give us a little bit. We'll finish what we're doing and then you can take over. So, but no, honestly, all the candidates did an incredible job. I think it was as contested as we thought it was going to be.
It was very, very close.
It was like watching the campaign week, I don't think any of us were surprised that the votes coming in really close because they all did an incredible job this year. So, yeah, I'm unbelievably happy for all of them. They've all done a great job and they all deserve it.
Another young contender as well. Ben's was your age, isn't he, when you were elected?
Ben is also my
20?
age, I think. Yeah, I think I think he's around about the same age. So yeah, he's another second year. So it's quite cool to see that kind of coming back into LSU.
Nice.
So a bit of breath of fresh air, I like to think of it. But many people.
Your favourite catchphrase, a breath of fresh air.
Yeah, exactly that, and inexperience. That was definitely me.
What do you feel the role of president brought to you?
I feel like the role of president is what you make it. It's how you want to manage your team. It's how you want to implement the strategy and what your key goals are. So I feel like every president has a different technique and you should never really follow the one before. That's how I would say it, but it's what you make it.
And what advice would you give to Harry coming on, filling your shoes?
Expect the unexpected. It is going to be an absolute minefield at points, but it means it's a good thing and there are many opportunities out there.
And is there anything exciting in the pipework that you're allowed to tell us?
There's a few things to do with exciting or not, doesn't sound exciting. Sexual assault education, that'll be coming out over Easter. So yeah, there's a few things along the lines of that, soft education about things, and a mental health conference in May. So stuff like that's quite exciting.
Wow, absolutely amazing. Thank you for doing Soapbox with me, and thank you for coming on tonight.
Thank you for doing it.
You've done absolutely amazing.
Thanks, Ellie.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
See you later.
Well, there you have it. We are done for the night. We've come to the end of our exec elections 2022. And a massive well done to all the candidates for their hard work and enthusiasm. And a big thank you to all of you voting at home. This process really wouldn't work without you. Another big thank you to our amazing media team, especially Rachel Curtis and Jack Connor Richards, and our amazing staff support, as none of this would have been possible without you. I really mean that. It really wouldn't have been possible without you. And finally, a huge congratulations to your new executive officers. I'm sure you will all be an absolute asset to our union next year. That is everything from me tonight. I hope you all have fun celebrating with your friends and family. Thank you to everyone watching at home. I have been your presenter, Ellie May. See you next year. Good night.
Good evening, everyone. At last, it is the moment you have all been waiting for. The big finale to an amazing week of campaigning. Ben, you received 1,356. Sam, you received 1,294. Ben, in the second round, you exceeded the quota and are duly elected as LSU's Sport Executive Officer.
A huge well done. You must feel so proud right now.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't really expecting that, but thank you everyone that voted and everyone that voted for Sam as well. Because I mean, he just had such a brilliant campaign, such great social spec.
Adam, you received 651 votes. Alice, you received 1,908 votes.
With as well, they have been absolutely amazing. So I just want to thank everyone so much. I'm so happy.
Anushka, you received 1,833 votes. Fallon, you received 728 votes. Anushka, in the first round you exceeded the quota and are duly elected as LSU's welfare officer.
I appreciate it so much, and I also say, I know my family are watching. I love you so much. Yeah, thank you so much. And more importantly, how are you celebrating tonight? Oh, if I don't get kicked out of the union tonight, I've not done it right. I know Dan Gallagher's in here somewhere.
In the first round, Ron received 337 votes. Danny, you received 2,207 votes. Danny, in the first round, you exceeded the quota.
Where's your mum?
She's over there.
The quota required was 1,379. In the first round, Ron received 198 votes. Sam, you received 1,085 votes. Harry, you received 1,470.
Absolutely well done. You have done amazingly and very proud of yourself.